everyone there. We are back again at Gahanga Cricket Stadium. This time, the first edition of the Women's Elite, the first game happening right here at Gahanga A. I've got the two captains of the two teams, Henriette Shimwe, Amasimbi Hawks, Rosini Rera, Ingabo Nice, and our umpire there, Ngaji Abdallah, to officiate the toss. It's toss time. Head is a call here. And here it is. That means Ingabo Knights, Rosini Rera, they have won the toss after a long break. Coming back into here again. Fresh wicket. Now you've won the toss. What should we expect from you?
We are going to bowl first.
You're going to bowl first. Now, any particular total that you're looking forward to put to Amasimbi Hawks? Because you and Amasimbi Hawks, if you're looking at the last edition, you guys share 1-1 each win. So today, obviously, you're looking forward to pull up a victory. What sort of a total are you expecting to restrict them to?
Any score under 100, we are ready to chase it.
Under 100 is what they are looking forward to be restricting Amasimbi Hawks. Ishimwe and Henriette, you've lost the toss and you guys have been sent in to bet. If you'd won the toss, what was going to be a decision?
To bat first.
So this has gone on your favor. What should we expect from me? She spoke about 100 and less. So any particular total that you guys have got in your mind?
I think 120 plus it can be enough for us, so it can be easier to defend it.
120 is what she's talking about. So it's going to be a tight contest here between the two teams, Ingabo Knights and Amasimbi Hawks. It's going to start at 9:30. So you wait and catch us when it comes into full action.
Good morning and welcome back to the comms box. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning here at Gahanga Cricket International Stadium. Today, it's the start of Women's Elite League 2026. It's Ingabo Knights versus Amasimbi Hawks. Ingabo Knights having Irero Zine, the captain Menyimana Maridian, Ingabire Georgette, Rakoze Flora, Shingem Tony Wasezulfa, Tumnekate Belize, Nyandonimana Pacific, Tumukunde Marie Josepha, Oftinema Lilian, Wimanzi, Keila Uwizeye Nguriza Sharon, and for Amasimbi we have Ishimwe Henriette, the captain, Ingabire Justine, Isimbi, Nyorukundo Wasetania, Inangundineza Josiane, Zaiturikina Dinsoni Muringa, Mutoni Wase Clarisse, Sajumana Sylvia, Waisaba, Clementine, last but not least, Wera Sarah. Earlier on at the toss, Ingabo Knights won the toss and elected to bowl first. From there you can see the openers for Amasimbi. It's Sarah and Clarisse. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're watching from, allow me to welcome my fellow commentator who was there at the toss to help us pass through or go through the toss. How was it there at the pitch? And good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for the welcome. Enoch, yes, we are here again back at Gahanga. Ingabo Knights is taking on Amasimbi Hawks. These two last edition, they've played against each other twice, and they share the number of wins, 1-1. It's always a good contest between these two teams. The other time, Ingabo Knights batted first, put on 120 for the loss of 7 wickets, and Ingabo Knights managing to put 79 runs there. And on the other one, again, they managed to push through. Ingabo Knights putting on 71 for the loss of 8, and Amasimbi 73 for 2, winning that. So it will be a tight contest. Who's going to be leading the 3-game series so far? As usual, the experience there in your screens, Morekatete Belize coming from the airport end to bowl the first over. So it's going to be a tight contest here. All the captains are gearing it up. Fresh pitch after a couple of months. So they're coming in there. Henriette Shimwe said he wanted to have a bet first anyway. Full, driven into the covers there. Just no run so far. Good start. This is what you'd want, the Enoch, especially from your openers here. Asking questions early on. Here, trying to bowl to the stumps. You miss a hit. That's what Belize has done there. So what is key now is going to be the consistency of understanding where Sarah opening for Amasimbi Hawks, together with Umtoni Wase Clarisse a left and right hand combination. Another swing and a miss there from Wickets.
And obviously, I think, Sarah, today we have to outshine everyone because Mukunu and Nasla is not here. Previously, we've seen the way Mukunu and Nasla have been playing with Sarah's mindset. But this time around, there is a Mureka down.
Yes, the early breakthrough. Like I said, that's what you expect from your openers, bowling on stumps, asking questions. That was a bit straight. Sarah Ware trying to work that one to the leg side, playing around your legs. And they've lost a wicket without putting runs on the board. Exactly what did you ask for. In comes Nyorukundo Uwase Tanya, another under 19 prospect coming in. She's come in as early as she didn't expect the Enoch. I'm telling you, I don't think she was. Look at the confusion there, bringing gloves off the one side. That shows how much she was not prepared to come this early on. So this is where, as a fielding team now, you would like to take advantage of that because the batter is not organized. The batter is not ready to be in there now. So this is already, she's already on the back foot. So you can take this as to your advantage now. Having someone like Murekatete Belis with that much experience, after watching that, definitely she knows exactly where to bowl. Early breakthrough there, Enoch. Two umpires there standing in this. Desire and Gaston Yibizi are the two officials for this game. Early showers for Uwera Sara. No runs on the board. Interesting now here, Enoch. Now, what do you think is going to be the sort of delivery Belis is going to bowl now to the new batter?
Belis is just charging in. And Fuller this time, I think as she did, she just had to keep asking the same question because the new batter with this all pressure, she just wanted to block and survive because you can't keep causing the same troubles. Just coming in for the very first ball and just trying to go for like a big shot, you can't.
Yeah, lovely there. Good bowling. Good discipline so far. Again, not moving away from that corridor there. Is either she's on the stumps or just outside off stump, luring the batters to go for that uncontrolled drive. So this is so far a good over here from Murekatete Belis. Yet to concede a single run. It's one delivery left. Can it be a maiden wicket? Is she aware of that as well? It's lovely to see here as a bowler. I'm telling you, you'll be happy to face game after a long time coming in. Edged. Oh, spilled off Irera Rosin's hands. That could have been wicket number 2. But I like the plan there, getting the slip into play. Look at that line. Look at that corridor that Rosin Irera, Belis Murekatete has been bowling. Have a look at that again to see how far short was it. But I think it came off the hands of Rosin Irera there. Lovely over there from Murekatete Belis. Maiden wicket over. Amasimbi Hawks yet to get off the mark. They've lost the first wicket. If we can have a look at that catch there, that could be interesting.
And the funny fact, previously in the last edition, Belis Murekatete was at the 19th position. But this time around, you can see the start. Look at that. Just swinging. that was a good delivery in the end, even though it was not a catch.
Yeah, it fell just a few centimeters in front of Irera Rosin, but good effort in the end. A brilliant over from Rekatete there. Now in comes Irera Rosin, the captain, to bow from the pavilion end, right arm off spin. To Clarice Umtonuwase, there is a slip there. I'm liking this approach being used by Ingabo Knights. To Umtonuwase, Clarice, they've got only a deep extra cover on the boundary, having that extra fielder in the circle.
Up in there, over the field, I mean, and the ball is resting all the way to the boundary. Like to see that once again on the replay. Wonder what is going to be the decision of the umpires. Did the ball touch the rope or Belize saved it? Let's just wait and see. And 4 runs. 4 runs being indicated there by Gaston Ibizi. Very clever decision there.
Yeah, but that's the chance goes missing the Nyirandurumana Pacific. Couldn't judge that one very well. That could have been wicket number 2 without runs on the board. Umtonuwase Clarice didn't time that one very well. She is strong on that particular region. Irera Rosin, look at that again. There was no control. That could have been taken there at mid-wicket. Yeah, good effort there in the end by Mrekatete, but couldn't stop that from crossing the rope. Down the leg side. Wide it is. He's trying to cramp Umtonuwase Clarice for room. There is no protection there on the leg side boundary there, Enoch. So it's quite interesting now for Rosini Herrera to be bowling in that particular line. Much better. This is where she should be bowling there. There is protection, a deep extra cover. So you gotta be bowling in that particular region.
Blocking that one. Finding a fielder there at the galley position. But we can't forget that chance that went begging. That was a dolly. That was an easy catch. But the fielder was not ready enough, was not prepared. I've not seen that one coming. That would have been the second wicket to be picked. And you can see the pressure here being created by Irero Zine. Earlier on, they just picked the boundary and he just knew how to come back. Because here at the leg side, there is no protection. She didn't set fielders here, so there is no need of bowling at this side.
Another swing and a miss there from Umtonuwase Clarice. That front leg is not moving across. Irera Rosin enticing here there. Just beating her off in the air. One delivery left. Another good over here. Yes, they've given away a 4 in the wide, but still it's a good over here. Much better. Good bowling. It's 2 minds there for Umtonuwase Clarice. And this is where the game is going to be. You spoke about pressure. After losing that wicket in the first over, obviously Clarice Umtonuwase, she's thinking ahead. She's thinking of betting longer here. So by doing so now, she's not going to be playing her own game here now. And that is something that you don't want as a player. Regardless of whatever that happened, you've got to be looking forward to stay positive and play your game. So this is what she should be thinking. Going in the end of the second, it's 5 for the loss of 1 Amasimbi Hawks. Yeah, I think the thinking here behind is to try to get a partnership between these two. Ishimwe, Umtonuwase Clarice and Nirukundo Tanya was as well. They just need to keep knocking the ball around, get a partnership going on, especially for someone like Clarice Umtonuwase. Another shot driven there without power. Good work in the covers. So that should be the thinking there around these two batters. Get a partnership going on, knock the ball around, look for those gaps, rotate strike as much as you can, then you keep on going in. It's not that bad now. They're going at 2.3 and over. They just need to up it up, maybe closer to 5 runs and over there, by just knocking the ball around, get a partnership going on. Then later on, you've got someone like Enreti Shimo, she can come and lay a foundation there and you go. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. If it's there, just play it to those gaps there, get a single. And this is what Nyorukunda Tanya has managed to do. She has to do that, give more strike to an experienced batter, someone like Umtoniwase Clarisse. The first time she's facing Belisi Murekatete here, they play for the same club. When it goes to club cricket, Gahanga Queens, so they know each other very well, play together in the national side as well. So it's going to take a lot of understanding between the two. Still the slip is in place there. Good work here by Ingabo Knights. Deep square leg and third man for Umtoniwase Clarisse.
Well, a pitch of delivery. You can see, as you say, they know each other very well. Just, it's a 50-50. Once you judge poorly, the other party will have the party in his hands. Toniwase Clarisse being on 4 after facing 7 deliveries, and Nyorukunda Tanya having 1 after facing 5 deliveries, with the extra run Rosine has given. Belize charging in again, and this time around missing the line, also finding herself giving away 3 runs. And I think they just have to keep the momentum up, just knowing that they have now the game in their hand, so that they can keep the same momentum by questioning same questions to the stumps, so that Umtoniwase Clarisse will just have to remove herself from there, the pitch. Otherwise, as you've said, once they keep this partnership up, I'm telling you, things will just go brand new. A breakthrough! My goodness. Physio, where are you?
Those are not good scenes to see they driven powerfully, they straight hitting on the head. To Belisi Murekatete, that was hit so hard. The physio, you have to come in and give an attention there. Hopefully she's going to be okay, but I'm telling you, Enoch, that was hit with power. By Clarisse Umtoniwase. Scenes like this are not easy to see, but it's part of the game there. It was there for the taking. Umtoniwase played it nicely, but finds the bowler Murekatete hitting a straight right on the head. Hopefully she will be able to continue. Amasimbi Hawks taking on Ingabo Knights. So we are talking about the partnership there. Obviously, that's what should be coming in. They need to build in a partnership. But when you're also building in a partnership, the process should remain positive. Look to get those runs. Clarisse is already on 4 of 7 deliveries, and Nyorukunda 1 of 5. So you just need to keep pushing that a lot more. Keep rotating strike, keep pushing forward. Then it will get you where you want to be, because they spoke about getting 120 at most plus. So definitely, if they rotate strike, it will be good enough. There you can see on the screen there, Murekatete Belisi being taken off the field by the physio there, just to get some attention. Someone will have to come and finish that over. Oh, hopefully she will be fine. We'll find out later for the update. So the game continues. So it's all about getting the partnership going on now. They've lost one of their senior bowlers here. Obviously, someone needs to take charge. Someone needs to go on and bowl here. Why is they wait for the feedback? But that was a good shot there. Anyway, from Tony this was a good stop, but she didn't time it very well. Again, the power behind that one didn't give you enough room to move away from that.
That was a textbook shot, I'm telling you. Technically, it was a perfect shot. But unfortunately, it ended up just hitting the head of the bowler. Look at that. That was a perfect shot. But Belize didn't see that one coming. That must really hurt, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's never easy. It's never easy, but she is a strong player. So play continues here. They have to find out who's going to bowl that all those few remaining deliveries, two of them. Umpires there explaining to the captain what should be happening here. So it seems like they've given it to the other experienced campaigner there, Bimenyimana Dian, finishing those two deliveries of another brilliant over by Mureka Tete. Yeah, play has to continue here regardless of that. But if you look at Umtoni Wase there, she's a bit worried with that. Hopefully it doesn't carry on into your innings. Things like that do happen. That's why it's called the game. It was not intentional. So it's not your fault. Yes, it's kind of hard, but you got to get it over through with and continue with the game. Bimenyimana to finish up those two deliveries. Another good shot again, this time into the covers. Find the gap. There is protection in the deep. Good work there to cut that one to only a single. That could have been easy 2 runs there, Enoch.
Obviously, I think she have to clean the idea in her mind of being guilty. Because as you said, it happens the game.
One delivery left in this over. A decent over again from Ingabo Titans. And Bimenyimana up. Catch is the call. And that change of bowling has brought in a wicket here. You know how funny the game is. Bimenyimana comes in and dismisses. Nyorukundo Tanya was trying to go for a bigger one down the leg side. Managing to get a top edge. The easy catch in the end for Irakoze Flora. So Ingabo Titans claims their second. Wase Nyorukundo gone for 1 after 6 deliveries. It's Ingabo Knights here. A lot of Ingabos here. So Ingabo Knights have managed to get a second wicket. Nyorukundo gone there. 6 deliveries for 1. Amasimbi walks 8 for the loss of 2. In comes the captain. Joins Umtonuwase Clarice. This is where the game is going to be there, Enoch. The 2 recognized experienced batters for Amasimbi Hawks. Right in there. Still have got a lot of overs to play, 17 of them. With the experience that they possess, I think they should be able to manipulate this period. It is still in the power play, 3 overs left. A good one for Ingabo Knights here.
Another great shot from Clarisse Mtoniwase. Actually, this is the partnership Amasimbi Works have been waiting for. It's the right partnership, but I think it's not the right moment for them to be here. I think Tanya would have stayed here, and at least after the power play, Shinge Henriette would come in so that they can just carry through at least till the end of the game or in 15th overs. But yes, it happened and it happens. Let us see how they read the conditions and how they adapt to these conditions. First delivery being faced by Ishimge Henriette and didn't manage to get any single run.
Yeah, lovely bowling there from Rosine Herrera. A lot of fielding adjustment there, getting the fielders in the right places. Just sorting out the angles there. He's got a lot of work to do here. Ishimwe goes hard, goes across. Can only be 2 runs there because of a misfield down there by Lilian Ufitinema. We will be seeing a lot of those shots from Henriette Ishimwe. She knows that they need to put some runs on the board here. They are the key batters left for Amasimbi Hawks. So they need to bet a bit longer here with a positive mindset. Slow through the air by Herrera Rosin. Just taking the pace off there. She is a smart bowler there, Herrera Rosin. Not an easy candidate to get rid of. She's always thinking, she's always trying to do a lot of things with the ball. Another brilliant delivery there. This is what they need here. Just make sure that they quieten Henriette Ishimwe. She is a big hitter. Everyone knows that. Now a long one has been pushed down to the boundary. After every 4 balls, she's making sure that she pushed that long on to the boundary. Good thinking. Left alone and came to the stumps. Lovely piece of bowling there from Herrera Rosin. Ishimwe Henriette leaving that one alone, forgetting that this one is an off spinner. It turns into her, exposing those stumps. Another big wicket goes. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Look. There, left alone, and he turned toward the stumps. I don't know what Ishimwe was thinking there. Remember, I talked about Rosine Herrera being smart, being intelligent. She understands exactly bowling, what to do. That is the perfect example there, dismissing Henriette Ishimwe. You know, that mindset of always thinking that is the last ball, I'm just coming in, let me just see it off and whatever. This is what happens here now. She was looking forward to let that one go and complete the over. Being in the negative mode, should have gone for that particular shot. Should have done better now. Ingabo Knights have taken 3 wickets, crucial ones. Very well on the front foot. That's end of over number 4. 11 for the loss of 3 wickets. In comes Henriette Ishimwe. She's been out of the game for quite some time, making a comeback. Comes back when the team is under a lot of pressure here, Enoch.
Stealing that one. Fielders not being aware and awake enough to come in early and stop that one. We've said that before. That was a great partnership. Everyone was hoping to be watching, but not the right moment. I've said it.
Yeah, there are a lot of leaves in cricket. Good leaves, bad leaves, and that one was not a good leave. Especially in T20, you wouldn't expect a batter to just leave, let the ball alone. You got to do something with that. Because bowlers will always be targeting stumps. There, full and straight, trying to go across. Henriette Ishimwe being castled there by the experienced Bimenyimana Diane. On the back foot here, Amasimbi Hawks. Wickets are tumbling. Look at that. No clue whatsoever. Look at the swing there by Dian Bimenyimena. Swing through the end, off the surface again. The key thing is he's always on the stumps. This is what Ingabo Knights have managed to do. Their bowlers always bowling on stumps. Wicket number 4 goes for 12.
You said it's been quite a long time without her playing cricket. And just a single blink, you are gone. 4 wickets down now. Four wickets down, and the projected score being 55 runs. The current run rate being 2 runs per over. I think Amasimbi Hawks, we just need to find and pray for our savior. I'm telling you, otherwise, even 55, I don't know if it's going to be set there on the scoreboard.
Yeah, now it all goes back to what Umtonowase Clarisse is thinking here. She's been there. She's a renowned batter for the team. So she should be the one now taking charge. Should be the one always on strike here. Especially now, you see now, this is Josiane Nyiragundineza, not known for a batting. So they are already into the tail here, Amasimbi Hawks. Does not possess a lot of depth in their batting lineup. So they find themselves in this trouble here. This is the experience Ingabo Knights bowlers came up with a plan. They've stuck to their plan. They've managed to take in 4 wickets inside the power play. Very good bowling, very disciplined bowling there in that period. Giving away only 12 runs there on the board. So they need to find a way to get out of this mess here. Amasimbi Hawks, especially Umtonowase Clarisse. Lovely there. Look at the movement, that away swing from Bimenyimana Dian. Someone like Nyiragundineza, Josiane. I don't think she has got a clue whatsoever on what to do here. Didn't expect as well to come this early. She was hoping to come around over number 18 or 19 there, you know. Up. Just landed safely.
And the interesting thing, once you watch closely to her stance, I'm telling you, she's just standing in the middle. Once the ball just manages to catch his pads, I'm telling you, there will be no hesitation. Finger will be raised. Menyimana just charging in. Look at that stance. I'm telling you. You see where the hand is just targeting.
Another good over here from Bimenyimana. Just 1 run of that over with a wicket in it. After 5, Amasimbi Hawks are on 12 for the loss of 4 wickets. They've been found wanting here. Amasimbi Hawks wanted to bet first as well, lost the toss, sent in to bet, targeting to get around 120 there. But I don't see it going that way unless someone pulls out a miracle of an inning here. Umtonowase Clarisse is capable of doing that, but the problem is the other end now. She has seen all the 4 wickets falling. Now, change of bowling. Nyirandorimana Pacific to bowl a first over from the pavilion end.
That was another good shot from Toniwase Clarisse. She knows that she's the only one left standing. Going up, a misfield there. Is it going to be a boundary? And yes, it is. Yes, it will be. 11 runs on her back, I'm telling you. After facing 13 deliveries, look at that. Just trying to go for a big shot, not connecting well. But that delivery, that ball, caught the fielder sleeping, and the boundary it will be. 16 runs on the board after the loss of 4. And 4 deliveries left to complete the power play. Just trying to go across. Trying to go across, and misses that one completely. Another good shot straight to the same fielder. They just same shot, same fielder, but not the same result. This time around, they got one from that shot. It's been quite some long time without cricket being played here at Gahanga. And after some times of day offs, players will just have to come back and play some good cricket. Blocking that one, loud appeal, and umpire is not interested. He touched the ground before bouncing to the gloves of the wicket keeper. But from there, you can see the intentions and the hunger of taking wickets. Roller understands the art and the use of the early breakthrough. End of the power play. 6 overs completed here at Gahanga A. Irangundineza Josiane having 0 after facing 6 deliveries, and Umutoniwase Clalis having 12 after facing 15 with a strike rate of 80. Coming back into the attack is Imenyimana Marie Diane, the captain of national side. Another great shot from the same batter, Mutoniwase Clalis. Just understanding the key function and the key roles here to be played, and knowing what will help them. Just rotating every single delivery. Diane charging in. A chance of being taken. And another catch. Another wicket. It will be a long walk back to the pavilion. And the Nyangundineza Josiane, that will be everything she can offer to the table. Just doing her best, trying to go off the mark, just trying to find a single run after facing 6 deliveries. And unfortunately, she didn't manage to score any single run for her team. And that would be all. 0 after facing 7 deliveries. Duck out.
Very much in trouble here. Amasimbi Hawks, they need someone to dig them out here. Their key batter is still there on 13 of 16. But the problem is the other end now failing to give you support, failing to be there, just doing the simplest thing here, of just knocking the ball into the gap here. Make sure that you get Umtoniwase on strike a lot of the times. Just that understanding of what to do going forward. I wonder what is being said in the dugout there, especially on the approach, how to play, especially when you are under the pump like this after losing 5 wickets inside 7 overs. Obviously, there gotta be that mentality of surviving. Yeah, especially the incoming batters. That should be the thinking. They need to find a way to survive and need to find a way to bat longer. Leave everything to Umtoniwase. You've got experienced bowlers like Dihan Bimenyimana bowling at this point of time. You need to make sure that you've got batters operating, the right batters operating at the right time, who can understand what to do. We've got answers to that such kind of bowling. Slow through the air, trying to bowl a slow ball there. Well negotiated by Waisaba Clementine. She's got a big job to do here, Clementine.
Another interesting thing, in the last edition, Diane was not even among top 5. And I'm telling you, this bowling in this season, it's very promising. And the ball is racing all the way to the boundary. That was an air. That was a healthy edge. There was no protection there. But unfortunately, it was not that quick to reach the boundary. Mukunde, Mari Joseph had done a great job by stopping that one. 2 is not as bad as 4. 3 wickets after offering 5 runs in 2 overs. 20 runs after the loss of 5 in 6 overs and 4 deliveries.
Down the leg side there, trying to do too much, a bit quicker from Bimenyimana. They've been disciplined so far throughout this period in Ingabo Knights. Just need to maintain that still. Of course, Umtoniwase Zurufat yet to bowl. Keria Wimanzi yet to bowl. Trying to go for the full drive there. It was a half-hearted appeal there, but seems like they pitched outside leg stump. But you know what Amasimbi Hawks is doing now is exposing these new batters on strike a lot here. Something that they should work around here, especially Umtoniwase Clarist. Have a lot of communication with them, telling them what to do. That one was driven into the covers, but for no run. That brings over number 7 to an end. 21 for the loss of 5, Amasimbi. So it has to be a discussion there. The two of them, they should be discussing the to say, how do they go about their betting here? Still a long way to go. 13 overs to come. So Umtoniwase should take the lead. Should be always the one taking charge, talking to the other batters when to run, when not to run, what shots to play versus certain bowlers. So if it was me, Umtoniwase, all the 5 deliveries, I would take them myself, trying to sneak in a boundary here and there, run some 2s. Then probably the last ball, you get a single, and tell the other batter on the other end to block the last one. You go on for at least 3 or 4 overs. I'm telling you, you'll be able to be in a position to put a decent score that you can come and defend. Good shot there, driven, but I'm not sure if they're going to come back for the second. It's only one. Ingabo Knights will be happy because they want to bowl to those new batters. So this is where the awareness part that I'm talking about should be now here from Mtonuwase. If she had played that ball a bit more harder, she would find its way to the boundary, or maybe push in, run at least 2. That's what she should have been thinking there. But now she's been seeing all the wickets standing on the other end, exposing the new batters there is not ideal at this present moment.
Another great straight shot, but straight to the fielder. Not getting any single run from that. I think Waisaba Cremantino, we just have to be clever enough here to understand the assignment. I'm telling you, losing 5 wickets just in 7 overs will not be an easy task.
Yeah, another good shot there. It was a bit aerial, but far from the ball itself. There's a long one on the boundary, so allows them to get that single. This is what she should be doing here, looking for those gaps, Waisaba, making sure that she brings Mtonuwase on strike. Kai is on the boundary for Mtonuwase. They know she will be hunting for that boundary. Deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and deep extra cover. Strong areas for Mtonuwase been closed. What option does she have now to get that boundary? Much better bowling there, back of a length from Nyirandorimana. 2 delivers left here. So either she gets a boundary or she gets a single. Keep strike. Up and over. Finds Diane. Misfield there in the deep allows them to come back for the second. Runs here for Amasimbi Hawks. So it's all about, it all goes down to the calculation here. How do you count balls in and over? Is Mtonuwase now, she's on 16 of 19. Not bad at this present moment. They need that last delivery of this over. Trying to sneak in that single. Poor fielding there by Uimanzi Keira. Shouldn't have allowed that to happen. Now she returns strike. It's after 8, 26 for 5. Amasimbi Hawks.
And on the other ground, Gahanga B, Mena Herons, they're playing versus Ngenzi Heroes. And so far, it's 12 runs on the board after the loss of 4 wickets. I'm telling you, the table is now turning at both sides of the Gahanga cricket stadiums. Diane coming back into attack from the airport end. Not a bad delivery. The Mtonuwase clearly, you can see that now at least she is doing the assignment. 17 of 20. All she just needs is to stay there too long.
Yeah, there's no need for her to come out here. She has to be there all the way to the end, wherever they finish on. She has to be there. She is the key batter here. Whatever runs that they're going to put, they have to be coming from here. But exposing these other new batters is what I'm skeptical about here now. Up and over. Safe there. Looking to come back for the second. Good fielding there. Denies that. So they just need to keep on knocking around like this here. When an opportunity arises to get a boundary, Umtoniwase should be able to take that on. Then you keep rotating. The Menyimana is bowling a third. He's taken 3 wickets here so far, looking dangerous as a bowler. Lovely bowling there from Bimenyimana Dian. It's interesting here. 3 spinners are yet to bowl here. Mtoniwase Zulufat, Mari Josephat, Mkunde, Kela, Uimanzi haven't bowled yet because the senior bowlers are doing a fantastic job for their team here. Big of a length will negotiate it for a single. Yeah, you cannot remain positive like that here now. Mtoniwase, not every ball is going to come and hit to the boundary, especially from this experienced bowlers. Tihani Bimenyimana, they read the situations very well. So it's going to be up to Waisaba now to understand what's needed to be done. Just get off strike. Keep knocking the ball around for as long as you can. You never know. Cricket is a both-way game. Especially if they are low-scoring games here, they are very tricky. Much better from Dian Bimenyimana here. Talk about dot balls here. You know, dot balls always pile pressure to the opposition. Amasimbi Hawks has been under pressure already by losing wickets, but still they are conceding a lot of dot deliveries. Much better. Driven for the single there. And she returns strike. Waisaba Clementine after 9. Amasimbi Hawks are 30 for the loss of 5.
From there on your screens, you can see the partnership. Sarah and Clarisse, nothing to talk about. Yorkundo Astania and Clarisse, 8 of 15. Mutonas Clarisse, 3 with Shimye Henriette, and Mutonas Clarisse, 1 with Simbi. Mutonas Clarisse being Mutonas Clarisse.
Yeah, she has been there for, for a long time here. We're seeing the other wickets falling on the line now. Change of bowling. Carrier. Right arm off spin. Another youngster coming through. That one driven but couldn't find a gap there to get a single. Wimanzi Keira bowling from the pavilion end. Good start from here. 2 dot delivery so far. Driven. That can only be a single. Wouldn't mind that. Ingabo Knights. Boundaries are not coming. We haven't seen a lot of boundaries in this inning. What is Umtonuwase thinking at this present moment? Tell you what, up and over there, pulled away. Should have been an easy 2 runs there. It ended up being a single, something that Umtonuwase is not good at doing at this present moment. She should be looking to push for those 2s. Didn't time that one very well, but she found a gap. Bowling well so far here, Uimanzi. Another one driven to find mid-wicket, Nyirandorimana Pacific.
Actually, in the previous edition, Ingabo Knights were the runners-up. I think they are just doing their best to defend the position they were holding.
It's halfway through here. 10 overs gone. It's 32 for the loss of 5. Another good over there from Keria Uimanzi, giving away only 2 runs. Umtonuwase Clarice has maintained that strike rate. Just closer to 100. She needs now to get it up now. It's only 6 deliveries left. When is she going to open up your shoulders? Just here to find out. Definitely she's just looking to push it through, but it should be now or never. Another change of bowling from the airport end. Umtonuwase Zulfat. Right arm leg spin. It will be interesting to see now bowling to a lefty as a leg spinner. She's got a good googly, the one that turns away to the lefty. Hopefully she will be using that a lot more, because there is no protection there for Umtonuwase Clarice at deep square leg, so hopefully she will be bowling it away from here. If she bowls a leg spinner here, she would have taken a risk. I don't think the captain will be happy because there is no protection for that particular ball. Exactly what I've just said. If she bowls there, that's going to be too risky. No sense in that particular delivery there. There's no protection. And she bowls in that region. Once Clarice Umtonuwase realized that, she had to hit that one powerfully. Look at that. There is no protection. You cannot have a field set for Umtonuwase if you're bowling that line and that length. Another welcome boundary here for Amasimbi Hawks and Umtonuwase Clarice. Just say it.
And the whole question will be, how long can Clarice Umtonuwase do this? Because this is what Amasimbi Works needs at this stage of the game. 24 after 25. Why is he just targeting the leg stump? According to the field, Shav said, I'm telling you, there is no need of just giving a chance that side.
It's just the understanding of the guys that you're bowling to. You're bowling to your left-handed better. So you have to keep it more on that line there where she just bowled there. I think if I was Umtonuwase Clarice, this is the bowler that I should be looking forward to take. Put her under pressure. Make it do something different. That was bowled a bit wider, trying to go across. Look for a bigger shot. Didn't time that one well. Umtonuwase. Three deliveries to come here. There was a boundary here. 5 runs in this over so far. Up and over. That's a good shot. I'm telling you, lovely shot. Brilliant from Umtonuwase. I told you, Enoch, this is the bowler that if I was Clarice, I should be taking on. She's done that twice in this over. 2 boundaries. And this one is the best shot she has ever played so far today. Look at that. Straight. Lovely through the gap between long off and long on. 2 boundaries in this over. That is the importance of staying on the wicket for longer. She's seen the other 5 wickets going down there, but she's still there playing those shots, playing a game. This is where the game is going to be on. She can look to push further and bet along all the way to over number 18 there. I'm telling you, she would have put something on the board respectable for the team here. Lovely, smart cricket there. Just dabbing that one to short third for a single. A very healthy over here for Amasimbi Hawks. 10 runs so far. Just one ball left. Hope Isaba Clementine is aware of that. She must not try to do anything outside, just blocking or putting it in the gap. And keep Umtonuwase on strike.
Last delivery of this over coming up. Cutting that one. Finding a protection there in the deep. Just rotating for single run. 43 after the loss of 5, I'm telling you. 11 overs completed here. Tonyuwase clearly is 29 after 29. Waiswa Clementine 7 after 15. Not too bad according to how they have started. But the whole question is, how long are you going to hold on as an opening batter?
Yeah, they need to bet a bit longer. Going at this rate here again. Bet is for as long as they can. They've done well so far. A partnership started slowly building up within these two. They've gotten 11 runs in that previous over from Tonyuwase Zulfat. So if you find one or two big overs like that in the game, definitely that will be good for them as Amasimbi Hawks. So that's what they should be targeting.
Cutting that one between two fielders, and the ball is racing all the way to the boundary. And Rosine, the captain, just managing to stop that one from racing all the way to the boundary. Amasimbi Hawks, we just have to change gears here, because playing against a team like Ingabo Knights, setting just a decent score can't be promising. Look at that straight drive, a textbook shot. Just the ball racing to the alphabet mat. Finding Gabriel Georgette there, one of our good fielders here. She won't allow that one to pass to that alphabet mat to the rope. Scores keeps moving up. Now it's 46 in 11.2 overs. Just 8 and 4 deliveries to go from this innings. Playing that one to the lakeside region. The ball is racing all the way to the boundary. Is it going to be a boundary? Not enough powers. And it won't be a boundary. Look at that. Run out chance. And they think she was in. This is what they just need to do all day long.
Yeah, good running there between Umtonuwase and Waisaba. A good shot there. It's long on that leg side to the lefty. Not easy to get a boundary there. But at the end of the day, they managed to get in 3 runs. They need to do that. A very healthy partnership developing. Their run rate is climbed to 4 now. If they can push that one for as long as they can. It's taken a lot of understanding between these two. Oisaba and Umtonuwase. Umtonuwase playing an anchoring role here, 32 of 30. She's done well so far for a team. That is what is needed. They've lost wickets in quick succession, but she has managed to hold on the other end. Catch, hard hands there from Waisaba Cotton Board. Good awareness there by Uimanzi Keira. We've just spoken about the partnership developing here. Then the partnership has been broken. Waisaba going for 10 of 17. Amasimbi Hawks loses another wicket here, 61. She went hard on that particular delivery there. There was no pace onto that. Finds the bowler. Look at that. Again, there. It was there, but hard hands. She wanted to block. She wanted to push. Then she was caught in between. Ended up giving it back to the bowler. Nice ruling the day here.
Low score always being difficult to be chased. That's the saying. For 9 after the loss of 6 and 2 deliveries to go. Kira just making her breakthrough by taking the first wicket of her spell. Usajmana Sylvie is the new incoming batter, edging that one, and the ball is just running to the boundary. 1 run, not a very bad start.
Yeah, but if you look at that intent there, I don't think Sylvia is looking to stay long here. She's looking to play those bigger shots. She's got some power, but is it the right time to do it now? I think it's just a matter of putting runs. 50 comes up in over number 12 for Amasimbi Hawks. She just needs to have a partnership again with Umtonuwase here. Driving that one smartly to Dianbi Menyimana at long on for a single. He's been played sensibly well here. Return strike. Umtonuwase after 12 is 51 for the loss of 6. Amasimbi Hawks here needs a big inning, especially Umtonuwase needs to bet through. I don't see any reason why she should come out here. If she continues with this rate that she's going, she will get herself a respectable total. So she just doesn't need to change a lot here, especially for now. She just need to keep betting through, keep betting in phases. If she gets around 15 or so overs there with this same rate, probably she'll be around those 40s. Then the last 5 overs now, she can open up, gets a few big hits, then might end up around that 80 and 90 run mark. Something that they can maybe defend. They've got bowlers as well in their team, good ones. But without runs on the board, it's going to be hard. Change of bowling from the airport end to Mkunde. Marie Joseph, left arm spin. Starts off with a slower one. The protection. Steep mid wicket. Deep square leg, long on and long off. Umtonuwase is stronger in that region. So we'll be looking. That one has hit straight. Just for a single to long on there.
Strong wind here. Who's going to take disadvantage of this wind? As you said, for me, I see the intentions of hitting the ball harder, but you say that you see the intention of not staying there for too long.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm telling you, I don't see Sylvia staying here a bit long here. Just wanting to hit that ball. Yeah. See now, look at that approach. That one was bowled a bit wide. But it's also good because look at now how uncomfortable now Tumkunde is. But she knows if she misses a line in length, she's going to disappear. So, but with this wind blowing across, it's not going to be easy to hit a 6 down the leg side here against the wind. But you can see the intent there from Usabi Mana. Look at that. Again, didn't connect that one very well, but manages to get a single. Direct hit was there, but too late. So she's looking forward. Look at that. She's looking forward. That one, she didn't time it very well, but she was looking forward to get it outside Gahanga here. And that is her approach. What more do you expect from a bowler like here? If she connects one, I'm telling you, it will disappear.
Seems like she's an impact player for Amasimbi works.
Pulled away with the wind to the next side. Misfield there allows them to get 2 runs. Lillian has not been a good fielder there in the deep for quite some time here for Ingabo Knights. If you have seen it there, the misfields she has been doing, the 2 runs she has been giving unnecessarily. Something that they will learn to regret later on. The score is moving up now, already on 56. At one point we thought they wouldn't pass 50.
And something about cricket, when the fielder is not doing well, you can't hide him or her. Whenever you put him or her, the ball will follow. A wide delivery. Just trying to tackle on that leg stump. I don't know what is in the leg stump, because earlier on everyone was targeting it and none got it.
Just lack of control there from Tumkunde. Again, down the leg side. If you'd left that one alone, Clarice, that was going to be a wide there. But she did make contact and finds the short fine there. It manages to be a dot in the end. After 13, Amasimbi Hawks are 57 for 6. Mtono was at 36 of 35. Now she's gone above the 100% strike rate. She's managed to build the innings so well. Now this is the time that she should be maybe looking forward now to start stepping up the gear here. With Sylvia on the other end, I'm telling you, if they just find 1 or 2 overs or 1 or 2 bowlers to target, it would help them. The captain going on, keeping trusting Uimanzi Keira. She's bowled very well. She's now bowling a 3rd.
Tony Clarisse being the man of hour now. 36 after 35. Swing and miss. Sometimes you just have to understand that even though you just want 2 runs, when they're not coming, you can just get 1 or 2 instead of getting 0. Because even 1 counts.
You don't know who you're talking about here. We're talking about bowlers. A bowler betting. Look at that. Quick single. Wrong end in the end. Managed to survive. You see, this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm talking about. We're not talking about someone who can bet sensibly. So you're talking about bowlers. So whatever that is in their mind is to see that ball going to the boundary. See ball, hit ball. That is what they only think about here. So it's very important for Umtoni Wase to send a message clearly to Sylvia, to just tell her to just watch the ball, get into the game, leave me to be on strike. I've been here for 35 deliveries. I've been here for 13 overs. I've seen everything. So just give everything to him. But it's going to be hard for them to understand how to do that. Down the next side again, loss of control there from Wimanzi Keila. He's got no one in that region again, so that is a bit criminal to bowl in that particular line. Should be bowling just in front, their way of good protection. That one was short. Got lucky there. Just chipped over for a single. What I'm liking about this Mtonuwase's inning here, is she has managed to hold on to her nerves, didn't allow herself to go under pressure. She's always find ways to rotate strike. If the boundary opportunity comes, she makes sure that that ball goes to the boundary. That one driven into the covers for a single again. Tossed up a bit. Wiman's understanding what is at stake here. Sylvia won't be knocking the ball around. She's looking forward to go for the bigger hit, so she's tossing the ball up. Again, another shot here. Couldn't find the gap. There's 2 deliveries left in this over. It's been a good over so far. 3 runs of that. Again. Got a single in the end there. Usabimana. And she returns strike. I'm not sure if Clarice is happy with that. After 14, 61 for 6. Amasimbi Hawks. I'm telling you, I don't think Clarice is happy with that. You can see there the way she's talking. The trust is not there because the shots that Sylvia is playing are not convincing. To see that she can hang around for a bit longer. Kunde Marie Josefa to bowl a second.
Most of the times bowlers just come to face 2 last overs or 1 last over, like 3 to 5 deliveries, and that's why they don't play like sensible cricket. They just come and hit, stand and hit, stand and deliver. But this time around, you have 6 overs to play. You have to apply some skills. Look at that, just getting the gap, I think, and the ball gets to the rope this time around.
That's a brilliant shot there from Usabimana. Shot with control and authority through the gap, over pitched. Look at that. What more do you want? There is a sweeper there, but she had no chance whatsoever. And this is good from Sylvia. To give Clarice Mtonuwase a bit of some confidence there. That was a good shot from someone like Usabimana Sylvia. 4 runs it is for Amasimbi Hawks, who will be relieved here, Enoch. Another one again. This time finds long off. Just be a single there. She's done the smartest thing here. Usabimana, after hitting that boundary, get off strike, gets the most experienced batter, the one who's controlling on strike. They've gotten on 5 runs so far in 2 balls. It's pressure to the bowler.
That's all they just need to do at this stage of the game, just rotating and getting those runs, but in the right way, just not giving their wickets away too easily. Playing into the hands of the fielder. And from there you can see the disappointment, being disappointed. Another wicket goes down now. And it's Mtonuwase Clarice, the one who was there for 14 overs. Look at that, just pulling that one.
She couldn't find the gap there. The execution was not up to scratch from Mtonuwase after betting that long. It was a short ball there for the taking, but it's just the execution and the placement that she failed to do the right way. Very disappointed there, but she went for a good knock of 37 of 37. did a good job for a team. She was there since over number 1. Couldn't manage to bet through. Could have played a bit better there. Look at there. It was there, but that execution and placement finds Georgette Ingabire. Doesn't drop those. 7 wickets gone, 66 runs on the board. For Amasimbi Hawks, in comes Zaituriki Nadine. Yeah, she played a good knock there, 100% strike rate. 4 fours, no sixes. But she managed to hold on the other end for a team. We spoke about here maybe betting a bit more longer all the way through to at least over number 18 or so, but the only chance that she gave, and then Amasimbi Hawks managed to capitalize. Marie Joseph Tunkunde takes the first wicket.
Now we have 5.3 overs to go. Under the pitch, we have 2 bowlers. Let us see who is now going to be responsible for the whole condition and situation so that they can finish overs at least.
Yeah, I don't know what is happening there. Maybe there's something that they just need to understand. There's a lot of discussion happening in there. Bimenyimana Diane with the umpires there. I don't know what is transpiring there, but so far so good for Ingabo Knights. They've bowled very well, taking wickets in regular succession there, putting Amasimbi Hawks under a lot of pressure. Under pressure here now, we've got the bowlers now betting in. If they can rip through this tail end of Amasimbi Hawks in as quickly as they can, they will be happy at the end of the day. Rosine Herrera, earlier at the toss, she said she's targeting to dismiss them for 80 and less. So it looks like to be right on course here, 66 for 7 or 14 overs. It's all happening right here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium, of course, being brought to you by Dafabet Sportsbox here for the live action on the YouTube channel. RCA again, making sure that we see this beautiful game of cricket. Here it is the Women's Elite T20, the first edition of 2026. First game here, Amasimbi Hawks. Ingabo Nice, up there, Gahanga B. There's another game as well taking place at this moment. Hit hard, too long on. Zaituriki, this can only be a single. Now it's up to Usabimana, 9 of 10. Can she take charge? Can she go on for those big hits? She's got nothing to lose here.
Tossing that one up in there, and Sylvie just hitting that one powerfully, but not connected enough. It was taken across to the lakeside region, just bouncing once and getting into the hands of the fielder. 15 overs completed here. Just 5 more overs to go. And we still have Nzaituriki Nadine and Usajmana Sylvie there in the middle. Blocking that one, but straight to the fielder. Now they are playing sensible cricket because they know they are the only men left standing.
Wimanzi Keria to bowl a fourth. She bowled very well, getting a wicket and giving away only 15 runs in 3 overs. Some disciplined bowling from Keria. Now Nzaituriki on strike. Wide this time around. They've been disciplined in these 15 overs here. They've bowled here and there's a couple of wides, but not much here. Big improvement from Ingabo Knights in terms of control with their bowling. There was an appeal for LBW there, turned down by umpire Gastoni Ibizi. Nzaituriki Nadine is not looking to be settled there. Wide this time from Keria. Wimanzi just wanting Nzaituriki to go for that drive. Finds the fielder in the covers. Good over so far. Again another one. Getting into the deep end of the first inning here, Enoch. They should be looking to get at least 3 or 4 singles here and a boundary in between here. Amasimbi Hawks. These two batters have got different minds. Another one down the leg side. A quick single taken there. Good call from Usabi Mana.
The last delivery of this over. Just stepping out, but giving a chance. And the chance will always be taken by Ingabire Georgette. I think this is the second catch she has taken in this innings. That's the beauty of good fielders who are always awake and attentive enough to grab those chances.
A good finish to a spell there. Wimanzi Keria taking 2 wickets, giving away 18 runs. She's bowled very well for a team after 72 for the loss of 8. Ingabire Justine walks in and joins Nzaituriki Nadine. Sylvia Usabimana has been dismissed. The things never went. Amasimbi Hawks, since they started losing wickets, they never seem to have a partnership going on. It's only 1 or 2 meaningful partnership that has been part of this, their betting inning. All of them involved Umtoniwase Clarice. Since then, none of the other batters have managed to pull something like that. So into the last 24 deliveries of this first inning, Amasimbi Hawks taking on Ingabo Knights. And they've changed the bowling again from the airport end here on the Rimana Pacific. So she has rotated the bowlers very well here, Rosini Herrera. She still have got 2 overs to come. Diane Bimenyimana as well. Zulfat Mtoni was just bowled 1 over. Still have got a lot of options. Still waiting to hear the news about Mrekatete Belize. I don't think she is going to come back here anytime soon. Bode, again, first delivery of over number 17, Nzaituriki. Nadine gone. Again, lovely piece of bowling there from Nyirandorimana Pacific. Bowling it full and straight. Trying to go for a bigger one there without washing the ball. Playing across the line there, Nzaituriki. Not anywhere closer to that particular delivery. Amasimbi Hawks loses their 9th. So this is the last wicket now coming in. Sonia Umuringa. Irara Zin wanting 8 runs in less. So they are currently on 72 for 9 here. Only 8 runs left to get to 80. She quite read the conditions very well here, Rosine Herrera. They came up a strong force today. Very much disciplined. The fielding was up to scratch as well. Yes, of course, there were 1 or 2 mistakes in between, but they've been brilliant throughout these 16 overs. Ingabo nice. That one just dabbed there. Not sure what she was trying to do there, Umuringa Sonia. It's all about runs now, Enoch. Because even if you stay without scoring runs, it doesn't help you in any way. So they have to look for those runs.
There you can see the intentions of running from the non-striker. But also you have to remember that it's the last wicket. Just have to behave. Edging that one. And the misfield there. Bringing Ingabire Justin on the strike. Very good with the ball. Let us see what she can do with the bat. So far, 61 dots have been bowled and 31 singles have been picked and taken, and 5 doubles with 1 triple and 5 boundaries, 10 extras.
Yeah, they've been disciplined here. They've bowled very well after 17, 73 for 9. Herrera Rosin comes in now to bowl, the captain. 2 overs giving away only 8, took 1 wicket there. She's coming now to do the finishing job. Bowling to Umuringa Sonia. So this is where you get tested now as a number 11 or a number 10 better. You know how to go, how to put in, add in some runs there. Down the leg side there, I think it might have brushed something because there is no signal from the umpire. Just missing the line there, Herrera Rosin.
Pulling that one away. But straight to the further, the mid-wicket region. Yes, the intention is very clear that they just want to finish overs and they just want to stay there for too long. But what's the point of staying there for 3 to 4 overs and not scoring any single run, just trying to play it smart and bold now? This is what I was saying. What can be the point of just staying there and facing 11 deliveries, 18 deliveries, just without scoring, just saying that you are blocking them, just finish the overs.
Yeah, good bowling there from Mirera Rosin. Ingabo Knights will be needing 74 runs to win. Amasimbi Hawks 73, all out in 17.4 overs. What a good bowling spell that has been displayed here by Ingabo Knights. Look at that, shuffles across, trying to get it there through the legs. Kept a bit lower there. You cannot play around with the experience of Irera Rosin. They've done a good job here. She talked about 80 runs and less at the toss. They've managed to get 74. So they still have got a big job to do there with the bets as well. And Amasimbi Hawks will be looking forward to defend that. Up the order there, Sarah Uwera, nothing there, 3 balls. Then the outstanding batter there was Umtoni Wase Clarice, 37 of 37. After that, none other batters to talk about. Uwaisaba Clementine, 10, then Usabimana, 11. Those are the only batters that have managed to put in some double figures. Partnership, again, the bigger one is of Umtoni Wase and Uwaisaba, 31 of 32. Then 17, Umtoni Wase, again, Usabimana Sylvia. From there, there's nothing much to talk about in terms of partnerships. So something that they should go forward and thinking up to the other upcoming games. How should they go about their betting? The bowling, exceptional. Surufat is the only one who was expensive, 1 over 11 runs. Murekatete Belis didn't finish, 1 over. Then Irera Rosin, again, outstanding, 2 overs, 2 wickets, 8 runs. Bimenyimana, excellent, 3 wickets, 3.2 overs. Again, 10 runs. Keira Uimanzi as well, bowled very well. Again, 2 wickets, 4 overs. She's the only one who managed to complete a spell. And that is the bowling card of Ingabo Knights. Yeah, 10 extras. They've been disciplined today if you are to compare the other games. So we will come back in 10 to 15 minutes time for the run chase where Ingabo Knights will be needing 74 runs to win in the 20 overs.
We are back for the ranches in the very first innings. Ingabo Knights won the toss and they elected to bowl first, only allowing Amasimbi to set 73 after the loss of 10 in 17.4 overs. And this time around, Ingabo Knights we just need to set 74 runs on the board in 20 overs to take this victory away from Amasimbi Hawks. And the openers are really and Georgette. Very curious to see how they will just go on without one of their hardest hitters, Belize Mulekatete, because after the injury in the very first innings, she's not going to be able to be here in the second innings. Mr. Leonard, what is your perspectives? What are your perspectives in this innings? Do you think they will just finish in 10 overs, or do you think that we will proceed with the saying that lower scores will always be difficult to be chased?
It's all about the approach here. It's all about how they're going to go about their betting as well. No pressure whatsoever here. So it depends on what they've discussed, the approach to use, and also depends on the bowling from Amasimbi Hawks. If they come with a disciplined attacking approach, Amasimbi Hawks, definitely it will be a challenge there. But I'm telling you, yes, it can be a low score, but it's all about how you start. You've got your process is right. You don't start that way again if you are defending a lower total. There's 2 leg buys there from Zaituri and Adin. So it's all about how they start here. Yes, we can talk about smaller totals, but it's just about the attack. How do you go about your betting, your shot selection? You don't need a lot of runs here. Just less 5 runs and over. Again, this was the full toss down the leg side. Didn't hit it quite well. Yeah. The other side. Skip it inside there so that it goes there. Yeah. So that one was also down the leg side as well. Didn't hit it quite the way she wanted there. Ingabo Georgette, but she's off the mark. Much better delivery there from Zaiturigi. Fitinema Lillian just goes for the swing there with no control. There's a deep square leg and the third man. Those are the 2 fielders. The rest are in. It's quite interesting. It's a bit defensive here from my point of view. Should have gotten a slip there. Look at where she's bowling. That one just left alone. Ufitinema not happy with that. Umpire Gastoni busy said it was within reach. So it ended up being a good delivery. So like what you've asked there, is just being positive. Is a betting unit. Just watch a few overs there. Then from there you take it up. You don't want to leave it to the end. Another short delivery, swing and a miss. Yeah, just news keep on coming in here. The concussion replacement, Mrekatete Belis, will be out of action. She's been replaced by Dorian Nakuzwe. It's like for like. All round of an all rounder in this case. So let's hope Ingabo Knights won't feel that gap there. But that is it there. Mrekatete will have to be off the entire day after getting hit on the head in the second over. Clarice. End of the first over here. It's 3 for no loss. Ingabo Knights needing 71 of 114. A decent over from Zaituriki. They need a couple of these overs here, going forward to keep applying pressure to Ingabo Knights. The first game that they played last year, again, it was a low-scoring game where Ingabo Knights put in 72 and it was chased by Amasimbi Hawks. It is after losing 2 wickets only inside 12 overs. So are we going to see the same now? It's the other way around. It's Ingabo Knights who are doing the chase now, chasing 74. Usabimana Sylvia to bowl from to change their batting lineup. Here. They need someone in the middle. Belize has been controlling the middle order for them. Again, this one pulled away. Still finds the deep square leg fielder there for a single. So I think that should be the reason behind, because they need someone who can play that anchor role in between, who can rotate strike with the experience that Diane possesses. She rightly, at this present moment, suits that role. Sabimana bowling a lot of loose deliveries here. Look again, another short delivery pulled away. Good positive batting there from these two batters. It being a left and right hand combination, after every single here, you have to adjust your line and length as a bowler. The captain also need to make sure that the fielders are in their places after every single. So the more they stay like this, the more the pressure climbs up. Another short delivery here. Should have been wide. Yes, wide it is. It's bowling wise both sides here, Enoch. What's your take there? If you see a bowler bowling down the leg side, bowling wide again in front, as the captain, as a bowler now, how do you set the field set? Shot. Lovely there. Misfield in the covers, but it can only be a single. So it becomes hard, to be honest, as a captain, to put a field set to a bowler who's not disciplined, who has got no control. She's bowling extras both sides of the wicket, so it becomes a bit difficult. That one again dragged away. Was interested for a single there, Ufit Nema, but was sent back early by Ingabo Georgette. Good call in the end. Another good over. 7 off this over. That makes it 10 for no loss after 2 overs. Ingabo Knights, there is the dugouts there. Murikatete on the far left side of the screen there with that SF bet. She will not be taking any part this game and today. Just for that concussion there. So the other guys need to take up that role. 64 needed of 108 deliveries. This is how the equation is. Zaituriki, Enoch to continue.
A full toss and just went past the batsman and the stumps and even catching the wicket keeper sleeping, and the ball races all the way to the boundary.
It's 4 wide. This is how she started again the previous over. Again, look at that, way too much wide. The keeper had no chance whatsoever. You don't start like this when you're defending a lower total. She started like this the first over. She got away. They only managed to get 2 runs. But this time around, it was quick. It went and raced away to the boundary for 4. 4 wides. Zaituriki Nadine not understanding how to bowl to a left-handed batter here. Now change of side is coming around the wicket. Just trying to do something here. You can see the body language of Amasimbi Hawks after that delivery has gone down. Again, coming around as well. Pushing the ball with the arm. Another wide. Discipline is lacking here. Discipline is lacking here from one of the Amasimbi Hawks senior bowler, Zaituriki Nadine. Ingabo Georgette trying to go across the line there, misses that one. Ended up being a dot. I'm not sure where the pressure is coming from. If you just play it straight through the covers there is no one in that region that will race away to the boundary, but she's looking to play where there is protection. Well played. Lovely shot. Just nudge that one to the fine leg region here. The fine leg is up in the circle. Just got a touch on that. And that races away to the boundary for 4. Aiding the pain. They look at that. Well timed, well placed. Excellent shot. Good awareness, Enoch.
That was well placed and good placement. Just knowing where the gap was, not even applying a lot of power, just connecting it, knowing where the gap was and knowing how to do that, allowing Optinema Lillian just to get a boundary from that one. Georgette. The required run rate is 3 runs and they are moving by 5. Another slower delivery, just trying to target the stumps, and Ingabire Georgette just holding on. She just found the boundary, and this time she's just not in a hurry.
Yeah, it's been an expensive over here so far. Again, down the leg side, another wide given. I'm not sure if Nzaituriki is understanding what is at stake here. You don't have a lot of runs on the board, so you gotta be disciplined as a bowler. They are going at 7 runs and over. It is. So you gotta be disciplined here as a bowler here. That is your job to do. That's why you've been trusted with the ball by your teammates and the captain. But look at things there. That one, much better line this time, driven into the covers for no run. That's his way she should be looking to bowl a lot of the times. We know Georgette Ingabire is not that much stronger in that region. They've played together. They played in the same team for Muhanga Zebras at club cricket level. So she'll be able to understand how Georgette plays. You see now, this is much better comeback from Zaituriki. Much better. Good finish in the over. It was expensive, but at least there was some decency in the bowling in the end. After 3 is 21 for no loss. Ingabo Knights cruising very well here. A 21-run partnership between Ingabire Georgette and Ufitinema Lillian. 53 they need from as many as 102 balls. Bowling change again now. The captain, Henriette Shimwe, comes in. She's got that habit of breaking partnership. She's got experience. She takes wickets at will. So hopefully she does that here. And that is why she is in. 1 or 2 wickets here, the game becomes interesting. So if you are Georgette and Lillian here now, you've got Henriette in coming in to bowl now. You know the experience that she possesses, how good she is with the ball. Now, what should be your approach if you are one of these 2 batters here in this period where she is bowling? If you are there, Enoch.
Obviously, I think Shimwe Henriette will just come and do what she does normally, because what she is really known for is just bowling stump to stumps. Once you miss, I'm telling you, you will always find yourself back into the dugout.
Well, she is their wicket taker here. So if you are one of these 2 batters, you gotta come up with a plan to say, should we see her off? Just knock the ball around if it's there. If it's not there, just make sure that you play safely. She goes down with the overs and you deal with the other end. Good fielding there in the end, but couldn't stop that single. It was quickly taken. So if it was me, one of these 2 batters, that's the approach that I would use. Just see her off. If he offers 1 or 2 loose delivers, who will definitely come in and over. Those are the ones that you take. If you bowls well, just make sure that you block it off. Stay as long as you can. Then whoever is going to come to bowl the other end is the one that you should be targeting.
52 runs required from 100 deliveries. Not an easy task for the defenders, but just 10 deliveries can change the whole case. Only 10 wickets to be picked just in 10 deliveries. So even though it looks like an easy task to the batting side, you just have to be careful and attentive enough to understand the whole assignment and to know how and when to do something. This is what you've been saying. Just once she misses the line, you take her off. And once she just questions the stumps, you just make sure that you give the proper and the right answers by blocking and rotate, not looking for a lot of things. Taken up and over the fielder, and that will be a boundary.
That was a lovely shot there by Ingabo Georgette, finding the gap there. It was too full. Could be hit anyway. Good one. Good placement, good execution. It's what we want from your top order batters, staying positive. If it's there for the taking, you take it out. Another good welcome boundary for Ingabo Knights. Keeping control here. I'm telling you, they should be looking forward to win this game by 10 wickets. Very much possible here. They just need to be sensible, like the way they've played here. Like that. Lovely. Lovely into the game for a quick single. Good cricket by the two batters here.
They have been playing against each other just in elite league club cricket. Everyone knows and understands each other here. That's why I think Georgette, she's just understanding this is where my strength is and this is where my weakness is. Whenever a player balls here at the front, I'm just going to block it, not looking for a lot of things. And whenever he misses the line, I'm just going to go with my everything just to utilize that opportunity. End of the fourth over, 27 runs on the board without loss. From there you can see the difference. In the very first over, in the first innings, they just got a wicket without a run. And now look, no wicket picked and 3 runs. Proceedingly with 5 runs in the first innings, and now they have took 7. And from the comparison, you can see that Ingabo Knights are now in full control of this innings.
Yeah, control is the word. They're in control. They need to maintain that control. Keep betting a bit longer, a bit sensible, like what they've shown so far in these 4 overs. Another bowling change here. Nyirakundineza Josiane has been given the ball. She's rotating her ball as if she's hunting for that wicket. In reality, she knows that 1 wicket will bring pressure, will bring 2 or 3. So she's rotating her ball as quickly as she can. Starts with a slow delivery through the air there. Nyirakundineza, who see a lot of these slow deliveries here. I think Ingabo Georgette missed on that particular occasion. That ball was there for the taking. There is deep mid wicket and deep square leg on the boundary. Everyone in front. So she should be bowling more on that wide line there in front of Georgette. There, up. Misfield, poor throw. Georgette survives a run out there. That should have been a chance there. It should have been a catch first, then a run out in 1 ball. 2 dismissals were in place there to get Ingabo Georgette out. We'll be seeing a lot of these slow deliveries from Nyirakundineza. The wind is a bit heavy. It's not going to be easy to hit the ball area. Down the leg side again from Nyirakundineza. If you had to compare it in terms of discipline here, Amasimbi Hawks have not been disciplined enough with the ball. They've bowled a lot of extras inside these 4 overs. So that is going to be a big difference between these two sides as well. Lovely shot, but finds the fielder who does a good job there. Waisaba Clementine at point. You know, shots like these, those are the shots that as a batter you'd love to see racing to the boundary. I'm telling you, you'll be talking to yourself to say, I should have gotten that gap to the left side or right side of that fielder there. And the slow one. Decent over so far from Nina Kundineza. 2 runs. She's given away one of the bat and the wide. They need overs like this. There's a discussion there between the two batters there, Ingabo Georgette with Ufitinema. I'm pretty sure that maybe she's telling her to get off strike here. We don't want to be conceding a lot of draw balls. We need to find ways to get off strike here. We are in control, so there's no pressure whatsoever. Full toss, swept into the hands of Umtoniwase Clarice. It shot fine leg, and that is the first wicket to fall. After having that discussion there, I think Josiane Nyiraguneneza got away with that one. That ball could have gone to the boundary. It's just the execution. It was a full toss there for the hitting, but the placement now wasn't there for Utinema. Ingabo Knights loses their first. Look at that. Full toss, loose delivery. Good shot, but it's the placement.
And I'm telling you, you can't do that to players like Alice, who is very strong in that legion. Players like Diane, who is also the new incoming batter here. Telling you, once you deliver such deliveries, I'm telling you, you will always be dismissed to the boundary. 29 after the loss of 1. And I think this is one of the strongest partnership of this team, Ingabo Knights. Ingabo Georgette and Menyimana Mali Diane. 45 runs just in 90 plus deliveries. 45 runs in 91 deliveries. Let's see how long they can just hang on.
Yeah, if they keep on pushing with this particular rate, they will get there inside 10 or 12 overs. But you know what happens when 1 wicket is taken? There is that moment of pressure shifting to the other side. So let's see now with the experience, Bimenyimana at the crease. Down the leg side again from Nyirakundeneza. Extras inside this 5 overs here have not been good from Amasimbi Hawks bowlers. She's trying to get a slow delivery. Good fielding there in the covers. 5 overs gone, 30 for the loss of 1. 44 needed in 90 balls. Very much into Ingabo Titans' way. They're going at a very healthy run rate of 6 and over, 44 of 90 here. It won't be much of a hard task here, especially with these two batters at the crease. Still have got Irakoze Flora to come, Irera Rosine, Wimanzi Keira, Dorian Nakuzu, who just replaced Berisim Rekatete for the concussion. So they still have got some good batters to come, but I wouldn't want to see all of them coming into bat. Shimo to continue to bowl a second, starts all with a fuller delivery. Ingabo Georgette trying to find that gap again on the leg side, but failed on this particular occasion. Shimo will be looking for those wickets here, I'm telling you, so you need to be watchful if you're a better boss. He's always asking questions on the stumps. This one was a bit too full. Just bottom edged it to short fine for a single. There's no pressure whatsoever here for Ingabo Knights. So they can allow themselves to rebuild slowly from this point going forward. See off players like Henriette Shimwe pushing through. There's still some other bowlers to come. But for Amasimbi Hawks, they will be looking to dismiss one of these two batters here. That should be the aim here. That one took off the surface. Watchful there from Diane Bimenyimana. Another good ball there. Just keep piling those dot deliveries there. And the Henriette Shimwe. 2 deliveries left in this over. Another one short delivery and the well negotiated. The soft hands get on top of that. Ended up being a good single. Good running in the end.
They think what they need is just not dots, just picking wicket and making sure that every partnership is broken, like not allowing 2 batters to stay there for too long together. Because in Gabide Georgette, you can just keep her like for 1 over without scoring, but in another over, she can just take you on. Same as Minima and Diane. End of the power play, start 2 runs after the loss of 1, and for 2 runs required from 8-4 deliveries. They're moving by 5 runs per over.
Yeah, they've managed to get that run rate a bit more down here in these 2 overs here. Amasimbi Hawks. So they'll have to keep doing that again. Yeah, so Ingabire Georgette needs to remain positive, needs to keep on going. Even Diane needs to take it up from here now. She has been there for 4 deliveries. Obviously, she has understood the situation. She has read the surface here, so she needs to start going positive here now. Nira Kundineza with a slower delivery again, tugged off the pads there for the single. This is what they need here to rotate every single delivery here. Don't allow yourself to go under pressure by conceding a lot of dot deliveries. Keep finding those gaps in the circle.
Slower this time. And Ngabide Georgette, as usual, she's just struggling with playing with her front foot. And this is it. There's just no need of thinking beyond. You just make sure that you play in her wicket spot. And this time around, look at it. This is what we've been saying. You just have to play in the wicket spot. And she will always send herself out. Another wicket down. This is what we've been saying: breakthrough, breakthrough. Just making sure that you get these wickets earlier and breaking these partnerships. And in Gabile Georgette, we just have to go back to the pavilion after scoring 15 in 20 deliveries. That was a good shot, but not connected enough, not over the 30 yet.
Yeah, but I don't think it was necessary to play that particular shot here from Ingabo Georgette. You are in control. You've been there for a lot of deliveries. You've got an experience better on the other end here. There was no need to go aerial, especially against the wind. It was never easy to clear that. So that is where the mindset comes in. When you're in control, keep control. One wicket brings many. If you keep on losing wickets here, in as much as it's a lower total, it's going to be hard for you to get there. So now it's 50-50 here, and the Amasimbi Hawks are very much aware of that. It's 33 for the loss of 2. In comes Irakoze Flora. So 2 new batters at the crease at the moment. Josiane Nyiragondireza keep piling those slow balls. He's taken 2 wickets so far. 4 runs he's given. Some brilliant bowling figures there for her.
Very good start from Flora Irakoze. Just a few inches from that shot from catching the hands of Sarah. And I think this is where this game must be won or lost. Going for a late cut shot.
Just kept finding here. He's playing some good shots, but straight to the fielders. It's all about looking for those gaps. Another excellent over from Nyiragondireza. Josiane there and Amasimbi Hawks. After 7, it's 33 for 2. The run rate has gone down now from 6 to 4. Courtesy of those 2 bowlers, Henriette Ishimwe and Josiane Nyiragondireza. They've managed to bring this equation down. If they can maintain there, she's bowling a 3rd. Why not? They need to make sure that they squeeze. Ingabo Knights here. They've got 2 new batters here. So it's up to Diane Bimenyimana and Irakoze Flora to change the gears here now. They've been going at 6 runs and over, but now it has come down to 4 with some wickets in it. If they lose another one here, then that is pressure. Lovely shot there. She's getting some bounce in Henriette Ishimwe from that end. Just bowling into the surface, into the pitch there. Getting some extra bounce, but well played by Diane Bimenyimana. Just does the simplest thing here to get off strike 40 of 77. We'll play it again for the single. A sensible cricket so far from these 2. This is what they just need to keep doing here. Don't try to do anything fancy. Don't try to do anything out of the moon. Just keep rotating strike there. It's easy. Then if it's there in the slot, just find that gap and you look to get that boundary. But so far, they are going very well. Driven back to the bowler.
Driving that one straight on the ground. Straight to the mid-off. And from here you can see that the table is turning. They were moving by 7 runs and now they are moving by 4 runs. And the required run rate is 3. I can see that very, just in a few minutes, the current run rate and the required run rate will be on the same level if nothing changes.
They still have got a lot of way to go here. It doesn't matter, there's no pressure yet, but you just need to keep on going at around 3 or 4 runs and over. Yeah, you will find 1 or 2 overs that you go big. Get another smart shot there. Too long on for a single. They've gotten 3 runs this over. Not bad here. Without risking, that's what they need to do. If they can be able to do that for another 2 or 3 overs, see off this and Rieti Shimo's over, Josian's over, then the new bowlers, when they come, that's where you look to go bigger here. So as for now, according to me, I think this is fine what these 2 guys are doing here. Just see it off, see it off. Don't worry about the runs that you have got and the balls that you've faced. Just worry about staying in there. You've still got a lot of way to go. Not much runs that you need there. So the more they stay there, the easier it's going to become.
Yeah, obviously, once you stay there, runs will come. 38 in 72 deliveries. An easy task from saying.
Yeah, Nyirakontineza to continue to bowl here. Use of the feet. Again, finds the gap for a single. Smart cricket. This is what they just need to do here, Diane in the Flora. She's bowling at 30. She's bowled very well, giving away only 4 runs and took 2 wickets. Crucial one. Just keep going at this rate here. They will get to where they want. There will be a loose ball in between the overs here. Trying to use the wrist there, Irakoze Flora, getting a top edge. Spin and doing the point fielder there and allows them to come for a single. It's been a threat here in Nyirakontineza. She's bowled exceptionally very well. Again, another one slower through the air. Got a bottom edge onto that. She's not happy with that. She knows she could have done better on that particular occasion, Diane. She's been there for 12 deliveries. So she can feel that she has to do something better here. Up and over. Use of the feet finds the gap. They will run for the second. Definitely. Those are the right options here. The ball is not coming to you. You gotta create the speed yourself. She's showing experience here. They've been having a lot of guys on the offside in the circle here, so we need shots like that to force them to open up that offside and make it easy for yourself to score. Again, use of the feet. That one driven. Clarice Umtono was it long on. Good rotation of strike. Good throw there from the boundary. Just making a presence known there. Just going steadily here. They've gotten 4 runs without risking here. Ingabo Knights. So they need to keep pushing along those lines here. Josian into the last delivery of a 3rd over. Good shot, but for no runs again. She has been playing like that. Irakoze can't find the gaps. He has 6 deliveries. His face is on 2. After 9 overs is 41 for the loss of 2. Ingabo Knights.
Change in bowling and change into the attack is Ingabire Justin. She had a precious season previously. Let us see if she can write a new good beginning. Neymar Maridian having 8 after facing 14, and Flora having 2 after facing 6. Stepping out, not connecting it. 33 runs in 66 deliveries. Stepping out, missing it completely. But that one caught the wicket keeper sleeping. That's a chance. Went begging. Very good start by Ingabire Justin. Another great shot by Diane, cutting it straight to the point. But Nyangundineza Josiane is not one of the easiest one to target. 3 dots consecutively. Menyimana Maridian just struggling to go off the mark. 8 after facing 18 deliveries. And is this one going to be a maiden? Just 2 deliveries to go. Flicking that one onto the leg side region and finding a single run after facing 5 deliveries. Last delivery of the over.
Yeah, she has bought some good lines there, Ingabire Justine. But there's no pressure whatsoever here from shot from Irakoze Flora. Just picking that long on field. Decent over here. 2 runs off that Ingabire Justine's over. After 10 overs here, it's 43 for the loss of 2, 31 off 6 the deliveries needed. Ingabo Knights game here, unless if they lose wickets quickly, but with these 2, the way they are betting, I'm not seeing that happening. So they just need to continue betting in this way, make sure that they get and cross the line in a positive way. It's not like they're chasing a lot of runs here where they should be rushing here. This is some smart cricket that they are playing. Just knock the ball around, look for those gaps, keep rotating strike as you can. Nina Kundineza is bowling a 4th now. Just keeping hunting for that other extra wicket here. Because after this year, they will be looking for the middle order, probably into the tail. Shot. Lovely swept away by Irakoze. It's brilliantly played there. There's a deep square leg. It's only 30 runs needed now so far. What they've done is they've just maintained that rate above the required one. If they can just get in, squeeze in another boundary or two in the next 2 overs. That one dipped down. Another quick single. Good cricket, good running.
Into the block hole. 29 runs required from 57 deliveries. It sounds too easy by speaking.
It's very easy there. It's not by speaking there. You said it very well. It's easy. Considering the experience these two batters possesses, it's very easy. It's not like they're chasing a lot of runs here, so they should get there it easy. Look at the way they're rotating strike. They've gotten 3 runs in this over here without risking. So they keep playing along with that approach. Again, use of the feet, they well negotiated. They should be looking to come for the second. Not interested there, Bimenyimana. Happy with the single 4 so far in this over. This is where the experience part is coming on now. They don't look to be under pressure whatsoever. Despite losing those 2 wickets, they know that they need to finish up this game without playing risky shots. That is the right thing to do here going onwards. Again, shot of the back foot. Couldn't find the gap. She's played that shot a couple of times there, Irakoze Flora. Not managing to find the gap there. It's end of the 11th. It's 47 for the loss of 2. Ingabo is needing 27 of 54 deliveries. How long are they willing to take these 27 runs? Obviously, that will be the discussion within the two batters there in the mid. You can look there. They are discussing, having some calculations. And on the other end, Amasimbi Hawks will be just itching to get that wicket, especially of Dihan Bimenyimana. Ingabire is bowled a brilliant over. The last over she bowled, she comes back to bowl. False shot there by Bimenyimana. Was tempted to come. Use of the feet, didn't control that one very well. A good catch in the end. Lovely breakthrough. This is what I've been saying. They wanted that wicket of Bimenyimana here so badly. They know that she can be dangerous. She's gone for 11 of 21 deliveries. Not a good strike that you'd expect. But just because they wanted to build up, yes, she had to go along those lines. But look at that, Ingabire. They played on the up. Good catch by Usabimana Sylvia. So Ingabo Nice loses their third. It's now quite turning into an interesting game here. The more wickets fall, the more the game goes back into Amasimbi Hawks' favor. Uwize Sharon walks in. If they can get another 2 or 3 wickets here, they are right back into the game. Amasimbi Hawks. Flora Irakoze needs to play a similar inning that has been played by Karis Umtonowase in the first inning. Here she has to be there. She has to take charge now. 5 of 11. She needs to make sure that she changes those figures around if they want to win this game.
The new batter in with Sharon. An appeal, but umpire just indicating a wide. I think now Irakoze Flora will just have to change the gear and the gear up. Another swing and miss. I think now Irakoze Flora will be the one to face a lot of deliveries. Not only facing, but also making sure that she get runs from those deliveries she's facing. Good shot. Straight to the covers region.
Brilliant over so far. One wide in this got a wicket there, a big one. Swept away, single denied. That could have been a bit risky there. Good call in the end from Irakoze Flora. Ngabire Justine is bowling very well here. This one was swept very well now into the gap for a single. That is the end of the 12th over. It's 49 for the loss of 3. This is where the test of responsibility is going to be now. Irakoze is going to be tested, the experience that she possesses. How can she carry on this game through? They need 25 or 48 balls here. They don't want that gap to be closing so that they will be forced to go big. So they need to stay way above the required rate here. It keeps going down after every over. Boundaries have dried up. Change of bowling again now. It's Osabi Mana Sylvia. Bowled one over. She was expensive. But she has been brought back again just to see if she can break this partnership that is slowly growing as well. Bowled the new batter here. Keep applying pressure. Inexperienced Sharon, who is there. Flighted one, but just driving that one straight to the fielder. They have not been finding those gaps, these Ingabo Knights batters. That was a short delivery, very loose, should have been punished. She's not been bowling very well here, Sylvia. Got away with that one. Another short delivery. Ended up being a catch. Again, mistiming, mishitting there from Sharon. That was a loose delivery again, should have been punished. Didn't deserve a wicket here, but she manages to finish up there. Usabimana, look at that. Short one. They're trying to go to hip it over the bowler, but she was tall enough to catch that one. Ingabo Knights are in a bit of some trouble here, getting to the end of this game. This is what I've been saying now. The gap of Beliso Murikateto has been out due to concussion. It's now starting to be seen. They've tried to change their batting order to protect that, but it didn't work so far at the moment. The captain is in. Irera Rosin.
The captain is now in. Herrera Rosin. Let's see what she can do. Starting with cut shots, but was somehow away from her. She didn't manage to connect it enough. Tossed up and driven, and 1 run being taken.
Yeah, she's also someone who's positive, someone who also likes to score some runs here. But here, calling between the wickets here is something that leaves a lot of questions. But she has been dismissed a lot in terms of run-outs. A good shot there by Irakoze. That's 1 run taken there. Another decent over, good one from Usabimana Sylvia. 2 runs in that over with a wicket. Just slowing down the game here. Amasimbi Hawks. It's 23 of 42 deliveries here. Still much in Ingabo Knight's hands here. They just need to find a way to get those big overs, 1 or 2 overs that go for above 8 or 9 runs and over. Just to see if now it has gone down to 3 and over. It has never climbed up since it started falling down. It's because of those wickets. They haven't lost a lot of wickets here, but they just need to stay positive. They just need to keep pushing through. Especially Irakoze Flora should come up with a different mindset here. She has been there for 12 deliveries on 6, going at 50% strike rate. Not good enough at this point of time. Aged. Single taken. Good delivery there by Ingabire Justine. Just getting Rosini Herrera to come for the forward defensive shot. And they would love to be bowling to those new batters here, Amasimbi Hawks. That's where their chances are. There we go. Bode. This is what I've said. You love to be bowling to the new batters. That's where you've got a chance of sneaking that victory that was not in the picture, but they've turned the tables around here, Amasimbi Hawks, by taking wickets. Look at there. Brilliant bowling. Not anywhere closer to that particular line of delivery there, Iroela Rosin. Ingabire claims a first wicket. No, that should be a second here. Now they found themselves in trouble here, Ingabo Knights. They were in control, but after losing that wicket of Georgette Ingabire, they never seemed to recover. They never seemed to have a partnership going on. The wickets have started losing wickets at regular intervals is what is happening here now for Ingabo Knights. On hitting 22 runs in as much as 39 balls, but they are failing to get there. But Irakoze is still there. There is hope. But the problem is she's not always on strike. She's allowing the new batters to be facing a lot of deliveries. She should turn things around here. In comes Marie Joseph Tumkunde. She was the leading wicket taker again last year in Ingabire Justine during the Rwanda Women's Premier League clubs. First shot goes across, no clue. I'm not sure if she's watching the ball there. I don't think so.
This time current run rate and required run rate being the same. Taken up. Is it going to be a catch? And yes, it is taken down there in the deep. Wicket just keeps falling. That was a good delivery. Look at that. Just trying to go across with enough power, I can say. But in the deep, Sylvie was there as the protector. She have taken the one before of Diane, and this time she also took another one off to Mukunde, Marie Josepha.
Yeah, that's like what I said, that Flora should be the one on strike here. She should be the one commanding, talking to the other batters on what to do. If she had told Marie Josepha Tunkudu to play that ball on the ground to go for a single, that would have been something better. And Amasimbi Hawks would love to be bowling to those new batters. They've done that for the past 3 weekends here, bowling to new batters, getting those wickets. And that is exactly the plan that they've employed here, and it has managed to work. Ingabire Justine, outstanding figures. 3 overs, 3 wickets, 5 runs. Continue to bowl very well here. Now, Usabimana Sylvia continues to bowl a third. 22 of 36 now. That gap keeps getting smaller and smaller. Swept that one away as well. That should have been 2 runs there. If not 4 runs it is. Very, very fortuitous there for Ingabo Knights and Irakoze Flora. They needed that breakthrough. They needed that boundary.
That was much needed, I'm telling you.
Poor fielding there by the fielder in the deep. Very fortunate for Ingabo Knights and Flora Irakoze. If she can cash in on this over here, try to get as much closer to the required target as possible. Again, driving into the fielders. She has been doing that a lot of the times off the back foot. Something that she needs to work on. Shot. Still. That should be out there. I'm telling you, direct hit. Lovely. Henriette Shimwe. You can't take her out of the game. Running in front of her at your own risk. Flora Irakoze, I don't know why she took off there. She's not one of the quickest fielders. Sorry, the quickest batters. Look at that. Yes, it was there. It was a full toss. But couldn't execute it into the gap straight. Henriette Shimwe, good pick. Nowhere in the frame. Lovely piece of fielding there. This should be the turning point of the game here. I'm telling you, Amasimbi Hawks have won on this particular moment after this run out here. Courtesy of the captain. Poor decision making from Irakoze Flora. Should have never taken that run. You are the set better. Find the gap. She has been playing some good shots, but not finding the gaps, finding the fielders again. That has been the biggest letdown of her. At the end, she went down off a run out. 11 of 16, striking it 68.75. Ingabo Knights are in trouble here, Enoch.
The partnership of Minimana Maridian and the Irakoze Flora was the winning, the losing partnership. That's where the world game was. Let us see if Ishimwe, Zulfat, and Nakuzde Derian can just take this one on. 18 runs required from 33 deliveries.
Yeah, it was their game there in Ingabo Knights, but I'm telling you, that was a game changer, that run out. And those 6 overs between Josiane and Henriette Shimwe is also that brought Amasimbi Hawks in the game. Edge that one. 8 point for no run. So it's up to these two now. Are they good enough to get those 18 runs in 32 deliveries? That is the question here. So that partnership between Diane and Flora, when Josiane and Henriette Shimwe were bowling those 6 overs, that is where the game changed. But that is where we also saw the run rate coming down from 6 to 3. So they should have cashed in there when they got time, but they wanted to settle. Look at that full toss. Again, taking on the arm. Second time. This time she misses. And they managed to survive.
And this time around for Amasimbi Hawks, the whole case is now on the captain, who will be deciding who is coming to bowl, who is going to be fielding there, who is going to be doing this and this. Because earlier she decided to bring Zaituiki Nadine, and you've seen what she have done this time around. I think she just need to be clever enough and know who to be bowling, who to be fielding in a certain position. Usajumana Sylvie just to deliver the last delivery of her spell in this over. "17 runs required from 31 deliveries." Flicking that one onto the leg side region. Are they going to come back for the second one? No way. And Ishimwe Zulfat will be there on the striking end in the next over. Wonder who is coming to be bowling. "15 overs down now." So far, 55 dots have been bowled, and 30 singles have been picked. Just 3 boundaries and 14 extras. Ngabire Justine back into the attack.
They are still way much ahead here in Ingabo Knights, but just that wicket column now that is let them down. Shot, hit with power there. There's protection in the deep. Was interested to come back for the second, but good fielding there in the deep by Waisaba Clementine. Denies that. Tony wants a Zurufat. Keeps on fighting. Now it's up to Nakuzwe Doriano, who is the replacement for concussion of Belis Murekatete. This is the chance for her to prove that she was supposed to have played this game. Wide there from Justine Ingabire. She was not part of the 11, but because of that injury due to concussion, she has to come in as a replacement. So this is where you need to prove to the captain and the coach to say, I should have played. Now you've gotten a chance where you're not supposed to play. It's a perfect opportunity. Quicker one this time from Ingabire. Zaituiki Nadine. Zaituiki Nadine being the fielder there. But Nakuzwe Dorian seems to be struggling. I'm telling you, she has got some good hands, some good shots that I've seen her playing a couple of years ago. Aged. Who will be looking to push to come back for the second here. A big arm here. Too slow there from Josiane Nyirakundineza. And the throw wasn't the best as well. They've managed to get 2 runs. Every run counts here now, for Ingabo Knights.
Doesn't matter how they come.
It doesn't matter at all, I'm telling you. They need to make sure that they get better on ball, get in the gap, run, try to get closer to the required target as much as they can. 12 runs needed in 27 balls. Mpaka is what is being called from the dugout here. Keep going, keep going. They just need to find that one odd boundary, I'm telling you, to kill this game off. Never easy. If someone like Ingabire Justine is bowling, she's bowled exceptionally very well. This is her last over. Gave away 9 runs, took away 3 wickets. Still have got 2 balls. Up and over, landed safely. Run out chance. And run out missed there. Nyirakundineza, Josiane caught sleeping. Could have done better there. Telling you, every ball now is becoming to be an event here. Batters wanting to score runs here. Fielders caught napping there, Josiane Nyirakundineza. Could have done a bit better now with the experience that she has got. They've thrown a boot throw there, a bit quicker. Where is the sense now from Nakuzwe Dorian here now? Chopped it on. I told you those two balls are dangerous. Survived the last two deliveries. Now she couldn't survive the third one. Ingabire Justine finishes with a good figures of 4 wickets in 4 overs. 9 runs she's given away. Brilliant bowling spell from the youngster. Look at the, I don't know what shot she was trying to play there. Chopped onto her own stumps. Nakuzwe Dorian, she was trying too hard to get herself out. Survived 2. But the third one, she couldn't survive. She's gone out. Good figures there from Justine Ingabire. 9 runs, 4 wickets in 4 overs. Still hunting the Amasimbi Hawks. Into the tail now. In comes Uwimanzi Keira. Together with Umtoni Wase Zurufari. They need 12 runs in 24 balls. Enoch. Very easy, but with your number 9 in, number 10 now in, it's not going to be that easy. We saw Zurufat playing another good shot there in the last over. Now she's facing someone like Henriette Shimu who has good experience, especially bowling to the tail enders. She knows exactly where to bowl. Zurufat likes to play across the line, likes to play to the mid-wicket region here, square leg. It's game on here.
Swing and miss. Just past the stumps, few inches from touching the stumps. Zulfat, I think you just have to restart, to refocus.
I don't think she's even watching the ball here. She's just swinging, just hoping to make contact here, and to be honest here. That was coming. It was written on the cards. Full and straight on the stumps. She was not even watching the ball. She was just swinging. The experience of Henriette Shimwe, especially to the tail enders, is coming to play here now. Look at that. Full. They're gone. I'm telling you, they've got no one to blame but themselves here in Ingabo Knights. It was their game to win here. Chasing 74, the way in match in control, having a opening partnership stand of 31. Then after losing that wicket, they never seems to recover from there. There was no partnership whatsoever coming in through. They started losing the wickets in regular interval. Then that run out of Irakoze Flora, I'm telling you, is the one that made them to be in this position as well. Something that they need to sit down as a team. They've got another game in the afternoon. So they need to regroup, re-strategize now, sort things out. And then for Amasimbi Hawks again, they also have got a lot of homework to do in their betting. They need to make sure that they have got the right bettors betting and putting runs on the board as well. But with this one, they fought very well. Kept their composure. Remained patient, bowling the right areas. Pacific Nyiranurimana, not known for a betting. Gets off the mark of the first delivery. Ken Uwimanzi be the hero here for Ingabo Knights. Can she get those 11 runs? 20 balls, I'm telling you, those are a lot of deliveries to come. We saw even Amasimbi Hawks didn't bet their full 20 overs, they bet it 17.4. So it's heading the same way again. This is where you wish that maybe you've got another 2 or 3 wickets in the dugout. Could have been another different story. Good shot there from Uwimanzi. How long can he play that shot and find a gap there? Ah, lovely, but straight into the hands of Umtoniwase Clarice. He tried to go in there, but it came late there for Imanzi. Maybe should have come in better a bit earlier. Look at that. It was there full. Well executed, but it's now the placement finds the hands of Umtoniwase Clarice. Ingabo Knights loses this game here. Amasimbi Hawks have emerged victorious in this game. I thought it was Ingabo Knights, but Ingabo Knights failed to capitalize on the occasion that they've been given, losing by 11 runs here. If I'm not mistaken, a low-scoring game, ending up in this particular way. But there is a lot of work to be done by both teams here, especially with their betting, the way they lose wickets. They need to work things around. They need to keep rotating, get partnership going on. Bowling discipline again as well. Amasimbi Hawks was not disciplined in terms of extras, but they managed to pull on this victory in a low-scoring game. The first game of this women's elite. 74 was needed here. Very easy on the cards. But, like Inoko said, it's easy to say from here, but never easy in the ground. Look at the betting card there. Ingabire Georgette 15 of 21, Vitinema Lilian 3 of 13, Bimenyimana 11 of 22, Irakoze Flora 11 of 16. That is where the game went. Then from there, none of these bettors managed to put on double figures. There's been a series of 4 numbers there. Amasimbi Hawks winning by 10 runs. You will be joined shortly by Enoch for the post-match presentation. Bowling figures there. They've been disciplined in terms of their line and length, but extras 15. Ishimu and Red, 2 wickets in 4 overs, 12 runs. Nyirakundineza again, 2 wickets, 4 overs, 13 runs. Then Ingabire Justine, 4 wickets in 4 overs, 9 runs. Exceptional to me. That should be the player of the match of today's game here. That is the summary. Amasimbi Hawks winning by 10 runs. Join us shortly for the post-match presentation to find out who has been the player of the match. We've got another game that is coming in after this, so don't go away.
Good afternoon, and we are back for the post-match presentation. Women's Elite League first edition for 2026. It was a beautiful game to be witnessed. It was Ingabo Knights versus Amasimbi Works. Earlier on in the morning, Ingabo Knights, they have won the toss and they elected to bowl first. First things first, I would like to call upon the captain of Ingabo Knights just to come and have some conversation. Hadla, captain.
Yep, thank you.
Earlier there, you say that you just want to keep them under 80 runs, and you did it. Where do you guys think that you have fallen short?
We said we want to restrict them under 100. We're on our target, but we failed. First of all, in our fielding, we did a lot of mistakes, gives a lot of chance to Clarice when she was a zero, and we keeps giving her the chances. So when it comes to the batting, our top 4 batters didn't play it a big. Yeah, that's it.
Where do you think that you can just correct in the next game?
It's just believe ourselves.
Just believing in yourself.
Yeah, we are capable of doing that.
All the best, captain.
Thank you.
I would like also to call upon the winning captain, Shimge Henriette for Amasimbi Works. Congratulations, captain. You have won the toss. What was the plan after setting such low score?
First of all, our plan was to put 120 plus, but we didn't make it. But as a players, you have to adjust. So we adjust. We set ourselves on goals, and we managed to do it.
Who do you give your credit?
To Clarice, because she batted really well. Yeah.
All the best in the very upcoming games.
Thank you.
And first things first, I would like to call upon the player of the match. She's this person who have bowled 4 overs and took 4 wickets with the economy of 2.25, and she's none other than Ingabile Justin. And the person who will hand over the trophy is none other than Gisaje Nganji Abdallah, the third umpire. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you do that?
The first I boring the stamp to stamp until I need it to rhyme.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
That was it from the post-match presentation. It was Ingabo Knights and Amasimbi Works. And Ingabo Knights, they have lost by 11 runs. Please stay tuned. Very shortly, we'll be back for the second game of the day.